Hey y'all, Big Tim here. So here it is, October 17th. It's 1:49 in the afternoon, and guess who's going fishing? No, not because I got the day off work early. I had the whole day off. Had some vacation days I had to burn up, so decided to take one today. And we had a cold front roll through, and this morning it was only going to be like, I think it was 38, 39 degrees, something like that. So I was like, man, I am not about to go out there and freeze my butt off today. But I couldn't stand it anymore after lunch. It warmed up a little bit. Man, I had to go fishing. So we're going to head down to the river, see what's going to happen. I imagine it's going to be pretty darn tough. I mean, like I said, we had that cold snap last night. It's not the first one of the year, but it got down a lot colder than it has been. So, better than sitting around. You know, maybe we'll get some casting practice or something. I'll let you know. No. I didn't expect to catch anything today. That is a giant for the river. That's 3 plus. There you go, little buddy. Nice. That was on a green pumpkin orange flake brush hole. One in there. Well, number 2 isn't much, but it's a fish. I'm amazed that it's October 18th, only a couple weeks away from November, and the striped bass, the hybrids, are not chasing shad up top. The water in the main river is 69 degrees. The creeks are anywhere from 62 to 66. The hybrids are nowhere to be found. I guess maybe I need to look in the back of the creek. That's kind of what I was hoping to catch. This time last year, this exact date, in fact, I caught a bunch of really nice hybrids, anywhere up to like 8 pounds, 3 to 8 pounds. Caught a bunch of them. Caught a couple good bass mixed in with them. And now I can't find them. Well, yeah, little bitty Kentucky. I love these things. They're so aggressive. That's a beautiful little fish. I love them. I love Kentuckies. That's a main river largemouth. It ain't a keeper, but it is fat. Look how thick that fish is. It's only about 10 inches long. So that's how I spent a couple of extra vacation days that I had to burn. You know, it wasn't the greatest, but it sure was fun. You know, and you saw the first day I didn't even get out, didn't even leave the house till quarter till two. You know, it started out real cold that morning. We had a bad cold front. Wasn't even expecting much, but you know, after lunch it started to get up to about 50, so I decided to go ahead and go fishing. And like I said, we left about quarter till two and got down there. And the first day there, we caught that 3-pounder and a short fish on the green pumpkin orange flake baby brush hog. I don't even know why I had it on. Just first thing I grabbed, I guess. But that 3-pounder sure was a nice fish to catch on the Ohio River this time of year. One thing I noticed, and you heard me say it in the video, I kind of was hoping to go down there and catch some of the hybrids and stripers. I take a little rattle bait and just go out there and wear them out. And most of the time you can see the stripers and largemouth and catfish. You know, the shad are just popcorning all over the place. And man, that's a lot of fun. Last year, on October 18th, I had one of the best days I'd ever had catching hybrids. And I caught, the smallest one was probably about 3 pounds, and the biggest one was about 8. I also caught a really nice largemouth mixed in with them, and I caught 2 flathead catfish mixed in with them. And, I mean, just had a ball of a day. But I could not find any shad flipping anywhere, so that just didn't happen. The second day, I went out and started on the main river. Thought we'd just go out and see if we could get some smallmouth. Tried some, you know, the mouths of the creeks and some places like that. And never really did amount to much. Caught, you know, that little bitty Kentucky, which, you know, I do love catching those little Kentuckys. I mean, Kentuckys are just, to me, the most beautiful fish. They're so aggressive. And catching bigger keeper ones are really a treat as well. Matter of fact, I just watched a video from, was it Justin Lucas? Yeah, catching big spots on topwater down in Georgia. So that was pretty cool. But then I went up to one of the creeks that Jake and I happened to fish in for the Gallatin County tournament. And I fished basically the whole creek. I started at the head and worked my way back. Didn't take a bite this time. I did see some shad. The funny thing is the shad were actually in the blue-green algae right in the middle of it. So I fished it. Never did take a bite in there. Well, like I said, I never took a bite in the whole creek. So after that, we came out and ran a couple main river things, and then ended up at the end of the day going down to Big Bone and caught one more. Almost a keeper. It was close. You know, I when I held it in my hand, I didn't think it was a keeper. When I threw it back, I was like, you know, that might have been. I might have measured it. But anyway, that little fish, even if it was a keeper, came on the green pumpkin smallie beaver. They're the only fish I was able to catch on a smallie beaver in the 2 days I was out. The crankbait you saw me throwing was a little Bandit 100 series. I went old school. How you like that? So I went old school and broke out the old Bandit crankbait. And, yeah, that's what I caught the little Kentucky on, and that's what I also caught the small largemouth out on the main river. I didn't get anything on topwater. I tried the Chopo, and you saw I had a fish miss it twice. I ran that main river for another, I don't know, 300 yards. Never took another strike on it, so I put the Chopo and topwater down. Granted, it was 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so maybe if I'd have got it in the morning, I might have had a better shot at it. But again, cold mornings. I will say the day I had to go back to work, on Sunday, I had to go back to work, was the perfect day for topwater. It didn't get too cold overnight. I think the lowest it got was maybe 50, 51, somewhere in there. When I walked out to go to work at 9 o'clock, 9:30, whatever, it was overcast. It was beautiful. I thought, man, I should have gone fishing today as opposed to going to work. But got to be responsible, so that's what I did. And then had another day off on Monday, which is today. And kind of got fooled by the weatherman. Actually, I didn't. I kind of got scared by the weatherman. They were kind of accurate. They said it would be raining by about 11. It actually started raining about 12, but it wasn't a bad rain. By looking at the radar and everything else, I kind of thought it was going to be bad about 11. As a matter of fact, when I looked at 10:30, I was like, wow, it's really going to get nasty. Then I walked outside and it was blue sky, and I thought, the radar's got to be screwy. In about 10 minutes, you could see that stuff on the horizon. So we decided not to go fishing today. We're going to work on some tackle, clean the boat up, because it is a wreck. But anyway, we've got some other things happening for you, so tune in next time for the next episode of Old School and Bass of Big Ten. Until then, we'll see you.